Woo! What's going on, guys? Arms Form coming at you guys today with another video. Today's video, we'll be talking about some more free agent frenzy going on. The Detroit Lions did bring back linebacker Alex Anzalone. The Mighty Thor comes back with his hammer and all on a 3-year deal. A 3-year deal, $18.75 million. Don't really know the details just yet. I don't know if there's an out somewhere in there. I'm sure there might be, but we got ourselves a good football player here. Not a great football player by any stretch. We've seen Alex Anzalone over the years. He was drafted in the 3rd round by the New Orleans Saints back in 2017. He was a Florida Gator, injured through pretty much a lot of his college career, injured in New Orleans, as a Saint. And then he comes over here last year in 2021, 2 years ago, and then, 2022. In 2022, he has his best year. If you're that guy that loves to look at stats like me, and you look up his stats as a Saint, and you look up the games played, you'd be a little bit upset. You're like, oh man, he missed a lot of time as a Saint, didn't rack up the type of numbers that you would hope that he would. As a 3rd round pick, man, he probably would have been drafted a little bit higher if he was a healthy guy, but he was never really healthy, and he didn't do a lot in New Orleans. But he had that familiarity with guys like Aaron Glenn, Dan Campbell. They brought him over 2 years ago. So, his stats in his 6-year career are 326 tackles, 16 tackles for loss, 17 quarterback hits, 6.5 sacks, 1 fumble recovery, 4 forced fumbles, 6 pass deflections, PBUs, pass breakups, same thing, and 3 INTs. So, he did, like I said, career year in 2022, had over his first year over 120 plus tackles, 125 to be exact. And then he had a career year in quarterback hits at 7, tackles for loss at 7. And, you saw the splash plays last year, but you saw some of the, what can you say, some of the bad plays by Alex Anzalone the last couple of years as well too. And he has stayed fairly healthy. Stayed healthy all of 2022, and I think he only missed 2 games in 2021. But stayed healthy as a Detroit Lion, and he's had his best 2 years as a NFL pro linebacker. So it's a guy that they brought back. He wears the green dot. He's familiar with the system. And I think he's going to help mentor. He's almost 30. I think he might be close to 30, 29, 30 years old. I didn't write his age down, but I'm guessing he's been in the league for 6 years. I'm sure he's right there. But he helped out and developed a guy like Malcolm Rodriguez. Like I said, he wears the green dot. He's had 2 of his best years as a Detroit Lion, and he's not breaking the bank. They're getting him at about 6.2 something, a season. It's not going to break the bank. It's not going to break the bank, and I think it's a pretty good deal. And he's going to help out, like I said. He's going to mentor guys like Rodriguez again, at the weak side. He is the middle linebacker, though. We only had Derek Barnes at the middle linebacker spot before free agency started. So they were going to bring in probably a middle linebacker here. Doesn't mean they're not going to draft a middle linebacker too. It's like a lot of people always think like, oh man, okay, we signed Anzalone. That takes off a middle linebacker in the draft. It really doesn't, because he's only here for 3 years. When you see more details of this contract, there could be an out after 2, maybe even 1. Who even knows? I have to see it yet. I haven't quite seen it. And Derek Barnes is kind of a mystery. He's kind of a coin toss right now. He's got the splash plays to him, but he makes a lot of mistakes too on the field. So he's going to be a guy you have to keep an eye on. And I think they're going to bring in another youngster. And he's going to be a mentor. Free agents, we're losing Chris Board probably. We're going to lose Josh Woods. They brought back Anzalone. They brought back Anthony Pittman, who's an outside linebacker, kind of like, that strong side Sam linebacker, can rush a little bit with Houston and Akwara. Don't know what they're going to do with Laura, but that's a whole other video. So, but Anzalone's back. I don't think it's a crazy good signing for him to come back, but there was talks that they were going to bring him back, a little bit ago, a month ago. So, he's a solid linebacker. He's nothing special though. He's had his 2 best seasons as a pro in Detroit. He loves it here. He fits the culture. He fits what they're looking for, and he can be a mentor. He's gotten nothing but better. Like, that's the thing. Like, this, I said it I think I said it in my last video. I just did one. Best ability is availability. I've been saying that forever, but it's like the NFL is what have you done for me lately type league. All professional sports are. You always see these guys in contract years having great years prior to signing the big deal. And that's kind of like what Anzalone has done. Anzalone has done here. He had the better year in 2021, stayed relatively healthy, stayed really healthy last year, had a pretty good season. You saw the flash, you saw the tackles for losses, you saw the 120 plus tackles that he accumulated because he finally stayed healthy. That doesn't mean this guy's going to stay healthy for another 17 games. He can get hurt 2 games in, but these guys get rewarded for the year prior. It's just what it is. You go look at Anzalone, like I said earlier, man. You go look at his numbers in New Orleans, and you're like, this guy's still in the NFL? Unbelievable. And then you go look at what he did in Detroit. You're like, okay, he's picked it up a bit. He's stayed healthy. He's better. He's in a better system, maybe. It's just getting like leaving your prior destination to go to another destination. Sometimes is refreshing. Sometimes it's a brand new thing, and you can start over your career. And this is what it's been for Alex Anzalone. This is what it is. I don't think this is a bad signing whatsoever, and I don't think it's a great signing. I'm okay with it though. They brought back a vet, and they brought back a mentor and a guy that can help. That can produce a little bit on the field, but he needs some help. He does need some help because he's not a superstar. He's not, but it's a good signing. It's all right, and I knew it was coming. I had a feeling it was coming anyway. So, congratulations to Anzalone. Thor's back, and it's all right, man. We're gonna see the flowing locks for at least the next couple of years. It seems like, and I'm all here for it. I'm okay with it, man. Just go draft another guy to help him out, man, at the middle linebacker spot. That's all I ask. But that's it, guys. I appreciate the video. It's pretty much a quick one, and I appreciate you guys chiming in, coming in here, watching me rant and rave about the Detroit Lions. Leave some comments. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the bottom right. Don't forget the notification bell. Get all my videos. Smack that bell. And don't forget to like, comment, share this out. What do you guys think? Anzalone's back. Good, bad, in between, whatever. Draft somebody. It's all good, man. Thanks a lot, guys. One pride, go Lions. Boom. Let's go, baby.